What is it that has allowed a quarterback with your level of experience to avoid throwing picks?
Just having Coach Day, every day hard in practice, no turnovers, no fumbles. So every day in practice they work on great ball security.
Have you had Coach Day a little less the past few weeks because he's been the head coach of the team? And I know Urban was back in practice for the 2 weeks, but there was a time, I guess, when your position coach was a little bit busy. You're getting him you've got him all the way back now, right? All the time.
Coach Day was there, and he was a little more so busy just because he was had to deal with the whole entire team. But as far as goes meetings and being on the field with us every day, he was there.
He was there.
Yeah.
Urban's a pretty intense guy, and that's in normal circumstances. Anytime someone has something taken away from them from a little bit, they always appreciate it more when they get back. What do you anticipate Urban being like on Saturday?
I expect a really hyped up coach, a lot of excitement, a lot of energy, a lot of juice. I know he's excited to be back on the field with us.
A couple of your teammates have suggested they could actually see a scenario where he gets a little teary-eyed if you guys give him a win in that first game back. Can you see that? I suggest in that chuckle that doesn't sound like something you could see.
I don't know. We'll have to see about that.
Dwayne, when you look at the box score at the end of a game, what is the ideal number of carries for you? Is it 0?
I never really thought about it before. If I have to carry, I got to carry it. No, like predetermined number I want to have every game.
But it's just what the game is telling you, what your team needs you to do to win it. But not that many, right? Like, have you been happy?
Whatever it takes.
What's happened so far in 3 games? The way it's gone, and you had the touchdown, you had a couple scrambles in the 3 games. Has that felt right to you? Has that felt good?
I mean, winning the game feels good. If it depends, I have to run the ball a lot in one game. That's what it has to be. But the main goal is to have that W in the box score at the end.
What do you think it means to have on video now for everybody to see you keeping on a real option play? What do you think that will open up or change the way defenses play? Because obviously they've got to respect that now, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I definitely feel like my legs are a part of my game. It might not be the biggest part, but it definitely is there. Plays where it has to be read a defensive lineman or a linebacker, and I have to pull it. And if that's called, I'm going to read it. That's part of the game plan.
Where can this offense go now, Dwayne? I mean, you guys are averaging over, I think you're number 3 or 4 in the country in total offense, et cetera. You've scored a lot of points. Where can this offense definitely make improvements, in your opinion? In what area?
I feel like we can keep getting better. We're not, playoff form yet, so we're getting there. Just execution is just the biggest thing with the offense and timing. We had some times in the game last week where we didn't execute the way we needed to be and mess up the timing. So if we can get the ball rolling from the start, we'd be really dangerous.
Does it make a difference for you whether or not Coach Day is on the field or up in the box? And if so, what's the difference with that?
That's a little different. Coach Wilson's a great mind too. So whether him or Coach Day is on the field, it helps out a lot. Just to be able to look back on the sideline, if I don't like a look, Coach Day can help me change it.
I didn't know because Urban said he's going to stay down there. I didn't know if you had asked for Coach Day to stay down there or not because you felt.
I feel like he likes to be on the field better, so that's probably why he wanted to stay down there.
How much authority have they given you right now to check out of a play, to run your offense, for you to run the offense? How much authority do you have to do at this point?
Well, this all happens to do with scheme throughout the week. If we get certain looks during the week, if we need to change a play, like protection-wise to a different play, change versus pressure or a blitz, I have that capability of doing it. They just have to work on it during the week of practice.
Does it help knowing that during the game on Saturday, Ryan can focus on just working with you guys, working with the offense, instead of having to handle all the head coaching responsibilities?
No, I feel like he's done a great job handling coach responsibilities. Just him not having to do like the pregame speeches and like having to walk around and talk to the team probably won't cause much stress as him, for able to call the plays on Saturday. But he definitely being on the sideline helps out a lot.
Do you sense
that? Has it been this week, though, just with Ryan back?
So what?
Has it been that much different?
No, not at all.
So has he been with you like as much?
Yeah.
And you mentioned that Corey Dennis is with you at all times.
Mm-hmm.
What's that like? What's his role? Are you with him the most out of anyone?
Yeah. There's basically he's like my personal quarterback coach when Coach Jay's not around. So just having him, I can ask him about looks, coverages, pressures. And he has everything that Coach Day teaches him, and he helps me out with it throughout practice, throughout meetings. So he helps out a lot.
Do you sense a different confidence about this team this week than compared to a week ago when y'all had won 2 games, but you hadn't really beaten what a lot of people thought was anybody special? What do you sense different about this team now, Dwayne?
That's the confidence. It'd be a really great team like TCU heading into another week of football. Just have a lot of energy. When they have a big time win like that, want to keep getting more big time wins. So we feel like we're capable of doing it. Went on the road and in a really stressful environment and came out on top. So
Yeah.
we're ready for the next game.
What concerns you about the Tulane Green Wave coming in here Saturday? What have you seen that concerns you from a defensive standpoint?
There's a lot of different looks. We blitzed a lot last year. This year, not so much. Got to be ready for a lot of different pressures, a lot of different coverages. So we're doing a great job with that during practice with the scout team.
You
Dwayne,
had
have
said
you-
that. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, me?
You had said that college football needs to look out over that. I know you're only 2 practices in this week, but have what you've seen in workouts this week convinced you even more so that that's true?
Yeah, it's coming back from Oregon State week, just having Coach on the sideline, like I said, with a lot more energy. He's a really great motivator, and having him on the field just help us out that much more.
When you are under pressure, when you are under pressure, what do you think is more often than not, what's your best avenue? Is it to try to get out of the pocket and get away from it and make a throw? Is it maybe try to stay in there and break a tackle and make a throw, or is it just get rid of the ball?
It depends on the circumstance. Like if it's a 3rd and long, don't really need to throw the ball down the field and take a risk. If it's in the red zone, I learned my mistake the first game. I don't really need to throw if it's a high pressure situation. If there's an avenue for me to get out and extend the play, more than willing to do that. If I have to run the ball, did that today in first and ones today in practice. So whatever the circumstances, I'll be ready to do it.
Dwayne, does it feel like that Coach Day and Coach Wilson are really clicking, calling this offense, and what's that do for a quarterback, I guess, when you know that the 2 guys who are calling things are on the same page?
Yeah, chemistry means a lot with the offense, and being on the same page with Coach Wilson and Coach Day helps out a lot. I feel like as a whole entire offensive unit, we're doing a great job just being on the same page.